What I've also been noticing lately, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, there are TV series out there, movies that have made gratuitously violent scenes into something that's kind of funny. Like I'm there with a relative and I'm watching the show that they're watching, and it's horrific, but my relative, my loved one, is laughing because it seems funny. Or they place a really horrifically violent scene to pleasant, cute 1950s, 1960s kind of music, so that you're kind of juxtaposing this violence with something, a happy tune. And I was watching something the other day that was recommended to me. I made it through about 30 seconds. I'm like, turn this off. This isn't funny. This isn't light. But it seems like that may not be like a satanic ritual, but there's some conditioning going on there in a big way.
Well, I was meant to be part of the conditioning towards pedophilia and romanticizing everything. So as a little girl, I had a performance in the network to all these celebrities. I performed for them. And so what my performance was, I was going to sing a song by Jacques Brel and also Edith Piaf. And those are classical French songs, and they're very serious and lyrical, poetic. And I had received a choreography that sexualized every line. So to bring in the double entente for each line.
Mm.
You see? So there it starts. So that was my performance within the network. Dionysius, Bacchus, fun, sex, wine.
Art.
And
it's just art.
So, and of course, it's just art. And I was singing. Yeah. So the lines, okay. So I give this example a lot because that's the one I remember. There's a line in the song, Ne me quitte pas, don't leave me. There's a line about, the old volcano that nevertheless still spouts fire. So for that line, I had to go sit on an old man's lap and look at his genitals.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's the old volcano still spouting fire, and everyone laughed.
Right. Yeah. So,
and well, we vulgarize, we sexualize. So that was my role, and I was going to be singing to these men like a little Lolita. I didn't really know what I was doing. Okay, I got the choreography. I had practiced a lot at home. I was put into music classes. My mother had put me into music school. So I was just doing what I was told to do, basically. And also, while I was receiving these lessons, which were happening in, I figured out where it was. I always knew it was in a basement, a large basement, comfortable basement. It was a basement of a very large castle in France. And the person who was teaching me was a very famous, I didn't know, but he was a very famous singer, composer, became also actor, also a singer-actor. And he composed these kinds of songs that I was going to sing. And other singers of that genre were, I can't remember their names now. But anyway, they sing like little girls. They're women singing like little girls, and they're very pop songs. And so it's light, it's funny. But meanwhile, you have a little girl who's completely sexualized, who's turning on all the men. Later, as a woman, she's turning on all the boys because she's acting like a little girl. She's dressing like a little girl, And so I overheard a conversation between that man from the family that was ultimately in control and the man who was the billionaire that was going to be my owner, about the pedophile agenda that I was going to serve. And also, of course, the romance agenda, because, you just got me on a topic that, of course, it's all brainwashing, it's mass mind control. I can't even watch anything anymore because sometimes I watch it's only to see what the mind control is now.
Right.
Because it's mind control. Yes. Why should we be desensitized to violence anyway?